Isn't that exciting? Especially when you realize it's soon. And it's very likely that you will be alive when he arrives. None of us know that for sure, because we don't even know about tomorrow, but we do know who holds tomorrow, and we know he will arrive very soon. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. God's going to change us. How long will it take him? How far away is God? How far away is heaven? In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. How fast does your eye twinkle? Years ago, they said it was 1/7 of a second, but the Kodak company did some research on it, and they've proved now that the eye twinkles in 1/20 of a second. Needless to say, it's fast. A split second, a fraction, a small fraction of a second, 1/20th of 1 second is how long it takes for you to get to heaven. You go through a portal, you go through a doorway. Remember when Jesus ascended? He went up and all of a sudden they just didn't see him anymore. God opened that door and a chariot of fire came through, and all of a sudden they just didn't see him anymore. Where'd it go? Back through the door. And so it is with all of us. Those that at one time were sitting here have gone on to be with the Lord. I think of Joyce, used to sit right back here. And how long did it take her to get to her eternal home? The twinkling of an eye. That fast, you're there. That's all it takes. It says so right here. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. And for those of us who are alive, which is the subject he's talking about, it'll happen at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. The graves will be opened. Those who have gone on are already with the Lord, but their graves will be opened as a witness that they are resurrected. They are saved. They are with God. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. Isn't that wonderful? God has a way of suspending time, and in a split second, when that door opens, you're right there. Heaven is all around us. You don't measure it in a linear fashion, in miles, in light years, or any of that. How far past the sun do you have to go to get to heaven? How far past the most distant galaxy we know of, Andromeda? How far past that do you have to go? Hey, it isn't that way. You go through a doorway that God can open. When time ends, that doorway will be gone and you'll have nothing but eternity. Time has a door on it. Many doors, really. You think about it, people are leaving this world all the time. Every time the clock ticks, thousands of people are flying off of this earth. And more are being born. Of course, with this new health care plan they're coming up with, they want to kill all the babies they can. Isn't that terrible? And then, am I allowed to call anybody a numbskull? Am I allowed that? Barbara Boxer from California. Now you might say, Pastor, don't call anybody a numbskull. That's uncouth. That's not nice. Well, when I tell you what she said, you'll say, yep, she's a numbskull. I guarantee it. She said, we cannot deprive women the right to abortion. That would be like depriving men Viagra. That's what she said. That's got to go down as one of the dumbest statements ever made on the face of the earth. Now, is she a numbskull or not? There's something numb up there. Something's not working. But anyway, there are children born, there are people leaving this world constantly. God is able to suspend time. And when he ends time, and we're almost through here, I've got just a couple of minutes left, but in Revelation 10, he does that very thing. It says in Revelation 10, 5 and 6, 5 through 7, I should say. And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven, and sware by him that liveth forever and ever, who created heaven, and all the things that therein are, and the earth, and the things that therein are, and the sea, and the things which are therein, that there should be time no longer. When God ends time, the time barrier is broken. It's gone. In eternity, nothing's measured. It's an eternal day. No more clocks and calendars or any of that. Time is gone. It's over. Then we enter into eternity. In fact, it tells us then in verse 7, but in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets. God suspends time, it's gone, takes it away. Not measured anymore, now it's eternal. Now you're going to spend that eternity somewhere. Everybody's going to go through that door to one destination or the other. And of course in Revelation 16:17 it says, and the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne saying, it is done, it is done. Jesus on the cross said it is finished, but now the world ends, time is completed. You come to the end of the timeline, and there's no more measured time.